How about a free, I said free community program helping you to grow native plants? And here with the details on the Seed Bank Library. Welcome Kimberly and Danielle. Nice to have you here. What do you mean free? What do you mean free?
We mean that. That's exactly what we mean.
So what are we giving away for free? Let's talk to folks about this.
Sure. So with this Native Seed Library, we are giving away 12 different seed packets freely in the community. And we are doing that at 9 different locations across Northeast Ohio.
And I saw the word native in there. What does native mean?
So a native plant is something, a plant that has evolved here over thousands of years. So it's really accustomed to our climate, our habitat. It's evolved with our native pollinators and wildlife.
Yeah, so when you get these packets, do you sow them now, or do you plant them in the spring, or how do you do it?
The best time is now, so they've evolved again with with our winters. So the seeds actually need some of that cold weather and that wet weather before they can come up in the spring.
Okay, so let's take a look at some of these. Some of these, they don't look like ground cover, but are they grown as ground cover or in patches? How would you plant these?
Patches looks really nice. I don't think we have any ground cover, no ground cover ones here, but a whole variety of different heights.
Yeah.
Well, so what are your favorites here? Like, what would you mix together? Like, we're making a salad, a beautiful salad on the ground, and we could sow these on top of the snow if we went, right?
I was hoping you would ask. Personally, I think my favorite is the blunt mountain mint and the swamp milkweed. Both of them are very beautiful.
Let's pull those out so we can show them or point to them.
Where is that blunt mountain mint?
Blunt mountain mint is right here.
Okay, hold that really still so they can find it. There you go. They'll get that picture for you. There it is. So what's good about that plant?
So this plant is very fragrant, both for pollinators and for humans. It has an incredible aroma that comes with it, and it's very beloved by a lot of pollinators, especially bees.
So would you sow this next to trees or under trees, out in the open, in a path?
I would probably sow this out in the open. Like if you were to think of yourself as a home gardener and you have a space in your backyard or your front yard, specifically if you were trying to turn your lawn into a pollinator space, that's where I would put these seeds.
And does it matter if you get them near like conifers or maple trees or anything like that? Does that have an effect on these seeds?
No, not necessarily. Because they're native, they're going to be happy mixed with all of our different trees and shrubs and other native species.
So my big question is, how do you guys get so smart about this stuff? How do you know about all this stuff?
Well, it is our jobs.
It's your job. Yeah, I could get a job and I don't know anything about it though. How do you learn about this?
I did study plant biology in college, so it is in my background as well. And then I just love plants, so gardening and growing them. Yeah.
So would you regard yourself sort of like a chef in the kitchen with a bunch of ingredients, but you got seeds and you're going outdoors to do your cooking out there?
Kind of, yeah.
Absolutely.
So let's throw together a little meatloaf here or something. What combination of things will we put together here that you think would be nice?
Well, we can start with the mountain mint, and then I like to mix colors. So going with like the black-eyed Susan to get some yellow, New England aster, swamp milkweed to get some pink. It's nice to mix colors, really.
And how about we have to deal with wildlife like deer, rabbits, I call them people, things that eat the flowers or the plants?
That's a great question. So most of these species are actually deer resistant.
Because they're native, or they wouldn't be natives anymore, right?
Yeah, because they're
They'd be
native, but
eaten.
also like they're a little hairy, or maybe they're too fragrant, or their stems are a little too much for the deer. Bees, butterflies, birds love these.
Give me an example of a hairy plant. When you said they're a little hairy.
Oh.
Let's see what we got.
This is a lot
There they
of
go. The New England aster is a little fuzzy. The tall ironweed is a little fuzzy.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's fun. Okay, so they're free. So how long does this go on, and how many different places can we find them and get them?
So 9 different places, 12,000 packets total. They're
12,000?
there until they're gone. Yep, 12,000.
So, and we're going to feed the bees with these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other animals really it's good for them?
Especially the birds too,
Yeah.
butterflies, caterpillars.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That was a fun segment. There's a bunch of information on there. Seed Bank Library locations. How many different places? 8, you said?
9.
9. I can only count to 8, so that's why I said 8. But anyhow, they're there. There's all the spots right there. A lot of fun. Thank you very much for joining us.